Welcome back to our channel where we explore fascinating stories from history that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Today we have a tale that will transport you to a time of mystery and intrigue. This is the story of the Dancing Plague of 1518, a mind-boggling phenomenon that shocked the people of the world. So what really happened? Picture this. It's the year 1518, and we find ourselves in the bustling streets of Strasbourg, France. Little did the people of this quaint town know that they were about to witness one of the most bizarre and bewildering events in history. Our story begins with a woman named Frau Trophia who, out of the blue, starts dancing passionately in the middle of the street. She danced for hours on end, seemingly unable to stop. What made this event truly extraordinary was that Frau Trophia's dancing was not an isolated incident. And here's where things take an unexpected turn. Within days, more people in Strasbourg joined her, compelled by an inexplicable force. And soon, the streets were filled with hundreds of people dancing in an uncontrollable trance-like state. The dancing spread like a contagion, and soon the number of dancers multiplied and were swept up in this strange phenomenon. The affected individuals danced with an unrelenting passion and intensity, regardless of physical exhaustion or injuries. Their movements were described as frenzied, trance-like, and accompanied by an altered state of consciousness. The dancing continued for weeks, drawing significant attention and concern from the local authorities and medical professionals. Various theories were put forth to explain the phenomenon, ranging from supernatural causes to physical and psychological disorders. But why on earth would people dance relentlessly until exhaustion? Let's look into some of the theories and possible explanations behind this extraordinary phenomenon. One theory suggests that the dancing plague was a result of mass hysteria, a combination of stress, cultural beliefs, and an underlying fear of the supernatural. In medieval times, dance was believed to be a means of warding off evil spirits. It was not only seen as a form of entertainment, but also as a powerful means of connecting with the divine and warding off evil spirits. The belief in the protective and purifying properties of dance was deeply rooted in the religious and superstitious beliefs of that era. In the medieval worldview, evil spirits were thought to be constantly lurking, seeking to infiltrate and harm individuals and communities. Dance was seen as a way to counteract these malevolent forces by creating an atmosphere of joy, rhythm, and movement that was believed to repel or confuse evil spirits. But was this really the case? And how did it escalate to such an extreme level? As per historians, the prevailing social and economic conditions of the time may have contributed to this mass hysteria. The people of Strasbourg were enduring sweltering heat, poor harvests, and economic hardships. These factors, coupled with existing cultural beliefs, could have triggered a psychological and physiological response, leading to the dancing mania. Absolutely fascinating. Can you imagine the chaos and confusion that engulfed the town? But what were the consequences of this peculiar dance marathon? The dancing plague took a toll on the participants. Many danced until they collapsed from sheer exhaustion, sustaining injuries, and tragically, even losing their lives. The streets of Strasbourg transformed into an eerie dance floor, where desperation and bewilderment reigned supreme. As per historians, authorities were perplexed, unsure of how to address the situation. Some believed that allowing the dancers to continue might alleviate the mania. So initially they responded by encouraging the dancing, hoping that it would burn itself out. They even established designated areas for the dancers and brought in musicians to accompany them. However, as the situation escalated and the physical toll on the dancers became apparent, medical interventions were attempted, including purging, bloodletting, and even exorcisms. Truly remarkable. The dancing plague of 1518 remained an enigma, leaving the community bewildered and traumatized. But like all mysteries, it eventually reached its conclusion. By late September of 1518, the number of dancers gradually diminished, and the dancing mania subsided, leaving behind a town haunted by the memory of this bizarre event. In the bizarre story of the dancing plague of 1518, the streets of Strasbourg witnessed a strange and chaotic phenomenon. People uncontrollably danced for weeks, driven by a mysterious force that defied explanation. It left a lasting impact on the city, with memories of the bewildering event etched deep into the minds of its inhabitants. The dance was a bewildering display of madness, lacking any rationality or purpose. While the true cause of this eerie phenomenon remains unknown, it serves as a chilling reminder that there are depths of human experience that defy any understanding. Or was it some bizarre supernatural force controlling their every movement? Share your thoughts in the comment section.